Folks, welcome.
Yeah.
That was cool. I didn't even do that. Ryman with the music today. JoshPotterShow@gmail.com is where you can send things in, whether it be music, whether it be articles, like so many Roach Reporters out there today. A lot of first-timers. Love to see a first-time Roach Reporter on the docket. I'm going to be in Janesville, Wisconsin coming up here, August 15th and 16th. Go to thejoshpotter.com. Get your tickets, please. After that, got a show here with Dan Soder in September. Got a bunch of stuff in October. We're talking Oklahoma City, Tacoma, Spokane. So many things. Also, the Headbangers Cruise going down at the end of October, October 31st. Go check it all out at thejoshpotter.com, please. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh! Give a little plug here. We've had her on the show, Sarah Jury, the teacher who was fired for her OnlyFans account. We had her on the program here many, many moons ago, and she wrote a book. It is called Diary of an OnlyFans Model, and it is, in it, the roaches are mentioned. So you want to see a little mention in here. We made the guy that ruined her life the queef of the year or whatever, and all the roaches trolled the hell out of that guy for... It was awesome. It warmed my little heart. And she mentions us in here, and it's thank you for her for doing that, and I hope everyone goes and checks out the book. There's an audio version as well. Go check it out, friends. Oh boy, oh boy. Wind that down. That was beautiful, Ryman. Holy, I felt like I was doing a sexy nighttime show or something here. That was awesome. I mean, boy, oh boy, if I can pull this show out of my ass, solo show. Usually I come in here with the solo shows. I don't know what you people want out there. I have a guest on here. No one watches. I do it by myself. People seem to like that. I'm like, I guess I'll never have guests again. You know, I don't know. I just don't know what you want out there as far as guest goes. I guess I got to put a woman here every time. You like those. But I came in here to do a solo episode. Usually I'm like, primed and ready. I didn't go out last night. I'm not hungover. I'm not worse for wear in that regard. But boy, oh boy, sleeping has been rough. I cannot sleep without having a nightmare like a child at all right now. It's crazy. I've never experienced this. It's like, it used to be I'd have dreams, like if I didn't smoke weed for a day or two or something, and then I'd go to sleep and you'd have like these vivid dreams. I've been smoking plenty of weed, and they're still there. I had a dream last night that I got my mom's car towed somehow. I don't even drive. And somehow, like weird things like that where I'm just a piece of shit, or it's not like monsters or scary things. It's like adult scary things. That's the new type of nightmare where it's like, oh my God, I had a credit card that I didn't know it existed and I didn't pay any of it off. Oh my God, where did it come from? Like stuff like that, like adult nightmares. You're like, the IRS is knocking on my door? That's the monster in the adult dreams is the IRS. So I don't know, I'm just like blurry eyed and just like, and I don't even know. I mean, I'm going to bed early. I don't know what to do. Even if I get adequate amount of sleep, I wake up exhausted. I'm not sure I think I have cancer. I think that's the only.
Is it waking you up?
No, I mean, not really. It's like I wake up at the time when I'm supposed to, I suppose. And I feel like I didn't sleep at all. I'm like exhausted, like wrecked from the dream.
You're just stressed.
Yeah, like I wake up and it feels like I slept for 5 minutes, even though it was the adequate 8 hours or what have you.
Huh.
It's just like you wake up and you're like, did I even sleep? I haven't. Okay, so like I'm like seeing a person, and coming up here, we're going to be, spending an evening together. Ooh. Out and about, which is awesome, cool, fantastic. But I haven't I don't know. It's just something about you go for so long not sleeping in the same bed as a person. I'm worried about what the hell's going on when I'm sleeping. If I'm having these dreams, am I just up at night am I just screaming in my sleep? I don't know.
You can get one of those apps that
Hears
records you.
me?
Yeah, it will record noises while you sleep. You can find out.
There's an app that does that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do that, and I'll play it on the show because it'll just be me being Am I like my grandmother? My grandmother, I used to have to, when she would have an injury or a surgery or something. They lived in we lived in a duplex, and they lived in the apartment above us, and we lived below them. So my mom, instead of having my grandpa do it because he was old, I don't really know the reasoning here, but my grandmother wouldn't be able to sleep in her bed for whatever reason. So she'd be sleeping sitting up in a chair, and I'd have to sleep on the couch to make sure she didn't fall over or something, just to make sure she got through the night. And I swear to God, my grandma would wake up in the middle. The one night she woke up and she just goes, "Oh, Betty!" And she's screaming at the top of her lungs about something. And it would be terrifying to me. I would wake up it was traumatizing. And my grandpa, I could hear him in the other room be like, "Rita, shut up." It would be easy for him. He would know what was going on. Is this the app here? Record your snoring? I don't want to record the snoring.
Well,
I know I do that. Probably.
It does. It's the sleep talk recorder.
Okay.
Yeah. So this sleep talk recorder, and it will just kind of listen when you go to sleep, and it will record. It will start recording when you start to make noises.
All right. I'm going to give it a whirl. Because boy, oh boy, something's going on. And yeah, I should do that before it's it's just one of those things where it's usually you just leave instead of sleeping over. And now it's getting to the point where it's sleeping over is going to happen. And it's
have a little peace of mind. And then if something
what's
weird
happen?
is happening, you can give a little disclaimer.
That's something I never thought I'd have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Where you go you sleep with girls over years. You just do it. You have girlfriends. I had a girl 2 years ago sleeping over at my house all the time. Now, enough time passes where you're is something weirder happening? That girl didn't say anything. So, I went maybe a while before that when, I didn't have somebody. It's just a weird thing to start to be self-conscious about.
Totally.
Because I never had that. I never worried about that in my entire life. I don't know. It's weird. So hopefully I pull this show out of my ass. You enjoy it. You come back and you don't go, "Hey, I wish Josh had a guest for once in my life today." Boy, oh boy. Let's get to some news articles. This first story I found myself. Didn't need I'm sure some Roach Reporters sent it in, but kind of when I find something on my own, I don't tend to look for it amongst the emails, you understand. And this is about a news anchor. We love talking about a local news anchor. This particular one got suspended for being drunk on the air. Now, you might think, Josh, you're gonna be reprimanding her for her lack of professionalism. No. I have umbrage with the fact that she got caught. I think every great news anchor is drunk on the air a couple of times. Maybe even once a week. Maybe on Fridays. That's like a gentleman to be drunk on the air on Fridays. It's Friday night. You're just doing it. But this woman got caught. News anchor was suspended for doing live broadcast drunk. Do we have a video of it?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Let's see what we're dealing with before we get into the dirty little details here, the nitty gritty of it.
Thank you so much, Emma, for that report. The exhibit is open until August, so you can still check that out. Discover Schenectady. You should really check that out. They do so many good things in Schenectady. The leaders there, they are hopeful that that exhibit's going to bring even more events and exhibits to the area in the future. And so moving on tonight is we have to tell you also, other news that's happening in the area and across the area in the nation.
In the area.
Let me tell you about this. A 4-year-old girl is actually dead. Another man is clinging to life after shooting in Ohio. More than 50 million.
I was worried it was good. At first, I thought this girl's handling it great. Yeah, she's a little slurry. So what? You can be like, I had a stroke or something. But Oh my God. First of all, there's a lot of news going on in the area. And, in the area. It's in the area, the nation. That's tough. And there's a little girl that's dead. Whoa. All right. Can we move around in this, or is this just like an Instagram stuck?
It's an Instagram.
Oh, what a hell!
Here, I can probably find her.
Oh my God, I want that. So I want to just listen to her say the girls. You can't do it at the bottom. Oh, sometimes you can.
No. I'll find it.
Well, while you find it, I'll read this. And this is back in 2022. Evidently, it happened. Albany. Excuse me. News anchor Heather Kovar was suspended after appearing disoriented and slurring her words during a live CBS 6 broadcast. Kovar later said that she was exhausted, having recently returned from caring for her sick father, and denied being intoxicated during the segment. I was just tired. That's why I was slurring my words. You could maybe get, I'm tired right now. I could be just as bad if you see me just being like, the area. I could 100% be this fucking lady. Oh my God. But, I would have played up stroke or something like that. I had a minor. I don't know. I don't know what happened to me. I'm going to go get it checked out with a doctor. Hopefully it's nothing. I would love to report that it's nothing. I don't know what this lady normally sounds like either. I'm not watching her on a nightly basis, so I don't know. Okay, good. Is this a different one? Or
this might be a different one.
But is she drunk?
She looks pretty drunk.
All right. She's just drunk all the time. That would be awesome.
Well, hello. Good afternoon.
Turning on the 6 p.m. local news.
No, that's all right. Let them
don't
cook.
Expect
unless
to
they're going to
see
take us
this.
off the air.
Like I was telling you this morning, if you watched this morning, starting at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., I told you, you know what, today, what a beautiful day outside. It is just amazing.
Heather Kovar.
All right, go back to our other one. I'll rather watch it from the beginning than listen to the Inside Edition guy talk. Let's just watch it again.
And people across the country, southeast, are under warnings for excessive heat. And boy, don't you know that? 105 degrees in Texas today. I just spoke with my mother. That's what she's dealing with. It's a major heat wave. And it is, it's just heading everywhere. We're so lucky. It's only...
Oh, that continues to go on.
She was actually pretty great at that one.
All right. Thank you so much, Emma, for that report. The exhibit is open until August.
The exhibit.
So you can still check that out. Discover Schenectady. You should really check that out. They do so many good things in Schenectady. The leaders there, they are hopeful that that exhibit's going to bring even more events and exhibits to the area in the future. And so moving on tonight is we have to tell you also, other news that's happening in the area and across the area.
Her concerned face is hilarious.
Oh, look at this face right here.
Yeah.
I mean, pausing video is never flattering. Let's just put it that way. But this lady's out there. Now we have to get some other news. She was good at delivering the happy news.
Yeah.
That one, we're like, she's a little drunk. That's nice. But when she delivers it, now there's other things in the area and across the area.
I think it's coming up right now.
Yeah, no, it's happening.
Yeah. Here we go.
In the nation. Let me tell you about this. A 4-year-old girl is actually dead. Another man is clinging to life after shooting in Ohio.
That's just, I could listen to that. I want that to be like a drop. I want to hit a button and be like, a 4-year-old girl is actually dead.
Okay.
I feel like I'm at a bar right now and a girl's talking to me. She's like,
Yeah.
So then there's this 4-year-old girl. She's actually dead. Oh, wow. Okay. This is a Cecily Strong character come to life here on the news. Brilliant. I don't need to watch the Inside Edition anymore. But no, that's the thing. If you're going to get drunk on the air, you can't get caught. There's plenty of anchor men and women out there all drinking on the air, and you're giving them a bad name by getting caught and by being sloppy on there. That's a part of broadcasting, is to be able to be drunk and to still deliver the story properly. She seemed like she was off prompter quite a bit. Maybe that's her style. Maybe everyone's like, Jesus, she's just really like taking the notes here, taking the bullet points and running with it. And then, she hit that heat wave thing pretty great, I will say. And my mother is dealing with this. I don't think that was on the prompter. Let's keep going.
across the country, southeast, are under warnings for excessive heat. And boy, don't you know that?
Don't you know that?
105 degrees in Texas today. I just spoke with my mother. That's what she's dealing with. It's a major heat wave. And it is, it's just heading everywhere. We're so lucky. It's only...
I love when it cuts back to her and she's like...
She's ready to go.
She's like... She's trying, got to close one eye because the prompter's looking a little blurry. Oh, lawmakers in Schenectady. That's a tough word to say drunk, too. She did all right, but she got caught clearly. It's on the air. People are worried about her, and she has to be like, I was just exhausted. I'm taking care of my sick father. That's fun. Well, let's move on. Lorianna sent in an article at joshpottershow@gmail.com. This one has a video, too. An H-E-B. It's a supermarket. Not around here. I've never been to an H-E-B. I think it's in Texas. If you live near one, you know what I'm talking about. Everyone has their regional supermarkets, and this is one of them. H-E-B. It's in Texas. Yes, I didn't know if it was anywhere else. A plane passenger made a TikTok saying he had 200 of the store's popular tortillas. Evidently, they have, that's what they specialize in down there. Have you been to one of these?
I have not, no.
Nor have I. But they specialize at they're very popular tortillas, evidently. Although he did not open the backpack in the TikTok, flying with the tortillas was completely legal, and it was fine. H-E-B is both the slogan of the business. Here everything's better, and the initials of Howard E. Butt. Oh my God, that's the man's name. Howard E. Butt is the creator of H-E-B. Anyhow, does it have? Let's see what this video has to say, because this is insane. I mean, I didn't realize when I heard someone was flying with 200 tortillas, I'm like, why don't you just buy tortillas when you land? But this guy's like, I got to take home all these H-E-B tortillas. This is like when a guy goes to Buffalo and he's like, I love Weber's mustard or something. You know, there's always something. My cousin's one of these jackwagons that needs to like take home all the local flair. Oh, you can't get this down. And, you know, he's like freeze drying fucking beef on weck and shit like that when he leaves Buffalo. Okay, go ahead. Let's watch.
A TikToker going viral across the Lone Star State for what they snuck onto an airplane.
Yeah, we're going to give you
Who
a little
is
hint with
that?
the slogan here. Everything is better. The video shows someone flying out of Austin with 200, count them, H-E-B tortillas stuffed in their backpack. Now, you don't actually see the tortillas, but the post sparked thousands of comments from fans who also love the tortillas, who travel with the beloved Texas staple as well. And yes, H-E-B tortillas are TSA approved, so you can bring the flavor home wherever you go.
I know, I wonder where they were.
What's so special about a tortilla? How can you make a tortilla special?
He sounded drunk at the end.
Yeah, he's like, hey, can you play that again? Yes, I fucking had one of those before. The guy was like a child, though. I like the lady.
Yeah.
Up. I need to know what's going on with these tortillas. Have you had them out there? I'm not, we know I hate food, so you're never going to win me over when it comes to this kind of thing. But I'm speaking from a different planet. I'm not like trying to poo-poo the situation or anything like that. But I'd love to know what makes a tortilla so special. They look like regular ones to me. I don't see how they make it because they have authentic illegal immigrants making them. Is that what it is? We have plenty of those around here. Making tortillas and shit. I feel like a tortilla is a tortilla. Sure, one could be better than the other, but I mean, how much more special can they be than, I don't know. Where's this guy live in fucking
I don't know,
Antarctica or some shit? Like where you can't get them?
Some of the prepackaged ones you get at like Ralph's and stuff, it's like they're not that good. They're like flour tortillas or I'm halfway on board with this.
I get it, a higher quality tortilla, but so much so that it is so unique that you're like, I'm going to throw 200 of these in my fucking backpack. And here's the other thing about this whole story that Lorianne sent in. And I love Lorianne. This isn't a poo-poo on Lorianne in any capacity. This is ridiculous. He didn't even show us the tortilla. Show me the tortillas. How did it go viral without showing us the tortilla? He could have had nothing in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to start making TikToks like that when I'm at the airport. I'm going to be like, I got 200, I don't know, Whatever the hell what city I'm in. You know what I mean? I'll go to Milwaukee. I'll be like, I got 200 bratwursts in here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got a bag full of brats right now.
got 200 bratwursts. No refrigeration.
My question is, how long is it going to take him to go through 200 tortillas? This kid eating, 10 tortillas
Well,
a day?
he's probably going to, I'm sure someone who's more versed in culinary expertise out there would know, like, oh, well, you could freeze them and then, something like that.
Yeah.
Like people do with like people used to do with bread because of the depression or whatever. I'm sure there's a way to like preserve them or something. But I need to know, I guess I got to go try one of these tortillas. Not that it's going to blow my socks off. If you've had them out there, joshpottershow@gmail.com. Again, I need to know what makes them a cut above the rest. Now, next up, we have two people who I don't know who the hell they are. They're in People magazine, though. So they must be somebody. Maybe you know who they are. Jana Kramer's husband. Now, who the hell Jana Kramer? I don't know. This lady right here on the screen. His name is Alan Russell, and he's claiming, and how this made People magazine, I'll never know. He's claiming that he doesn't jerk off anymore now that they've gotten married. Johnny Moe sent this, and he's calling bullshit on this story. I don't know if I'm necessarily calling bullshit. I know that I've been in new relationships where I am, looking through the world in rose-colored glasses, and I'm like, I don't even feel the need to jerk off. That wears off after a little while. This guy presumably dated this woman, and then he got married, and now he's not jerking off. That means he was jerking off the whole time they were dating. What the fuck's going on there? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with the timeline here, is all I'm saying. On the Wind Down podcast, no idea. I'm sure it gets 600,000 more views than this one. And I have no idea what it is. He revealed why there's no point in him masturbating since getting married to his wife. Since I met Jana and getting married and had a baby and stuff, there's just no point. And I can be really honest in this. There's no point where I actually feel like masturbating. I wonder if they just asked him like, hey, how's marriage been? And he goes, I'll tell you this. I don't feel like masturbating anymore. They're like, oh, okay, that's not really what we were talking about, but okay, if you want to go there. He added that the couple has a healthy sex life. There's a part of me that is like, I know it's going to come, so I'm not going to ruin it by doing what I need to do selfishly for myself and then diminish or ruin the thing that we have together. Well, that's fine. If your wife's sucking your dick every couple of hours, then yeah, you're not going to want to jerk off at all. I don't know. I mean, I can't even imagine putting myself in the shoes of a married man with children. The lack of time. I'd love to know how often the average married man with a new child gets to masturbate. I'd imagine it's a luxury. I mean, I don't think I think they just don't do it out of lack of time and also just being exhausted. Like, I can't even get my dick hard if I tried right now.
I have an angle on this.
Ooh, a Lee angle. And Alex isn't here to poop all out.
I miss you, Alex. But to me, it sounds like he has been shamed for masturbating in the past.
I don't know. See, this is the thing. I can get why you would say that, but he's volunteering this information a little too willy-nilly where that's a little too on the nose for me. And also, look at this guy. I don't think this guy has really just been like a compulsive masturbator throughout his life at all, in general. He is from, so she is an actress, evidently, on One Tree Hill and on some Lifetime shit and some country music albums in the 2010s. She made country music albums? Wild. Anyone can do that, I guess. Alan Russell is a Scottish former soccer player, now coaches in the UK. So yeah, this guy was probably he's probably got a soggy old dick. He's been getting so much pussy over the years. And now he's with this lady. And I think, now that I know their background a little bit, I'm willing to guess. I have no idea, but maybe we can fact check this. I bet you she's older than him. Does it say their ages? It doesn't say it in this article anywhere.
Probably not.
See if you can Google. I'm willing to bet that she's older than him. That's a complete hunch on my part. Because here's the thing. If she's older than him and he's like a professional athlete, former professional athlete, whatever, he's an athletic man, she's going out of her way to be like, I still want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? She is keeping that dick satisfied because she is, afraid a younger lady could come along, scoop it right up. Oh, I was wrong.
So he is 44 years old and she is 41.
Damn it. My theory is blown. I don't know. I just think it's funny to say that once they've gotten married, he stopped masturbating. Again, haven't been in the shoes of a married man with children. I would imagine, though, if I were, it wouldn't be such a fucking brag. You know what I mean? Most married guys who have a new kid probably are like, who has time to masturbate even if I wanted to? I'm over here like wishing I could fucking masturbate and I can't. I don't have time. This guy's like, I don't even really need to. Go figure. Well, on the opposite end of the spectrum, we got a Florida man named Jonathan Patrick Winslow. This was sent in by my man O.T. Jr. He celebrated his 57th birthday back on America's birthday, the 4th of July. He celebrated by getting high on meth when you're 57 and you're not like old, what's his name? Alan Russell there. You don't have a kid and shit. You don't have a family. This is how you get off on your 57th birthday. You have a little meth, and then you steal a conch tour train. He did this, and he picked people up, evidently. What kind of train is this?
I have a short news story for you.
Oh, look at this guy's hair. Is he in fucking... This guy looks like he's in a fucking punk band.
And now to another crime alert in Key West. This right here is Jonathan Winslow. He's accused of stealing a trolley from the Contour Train Company. Winslow is also accused of being in possession of meth at the time of his arrest. He's facing 3 criminal charges, including grand theft. And according to an arrest report, an employee told officers that he had come into the depot, claimed he used to work for the company years ago, and asked for a tour of the train. Authorities also say he picked up 2 passengers while driving the car. He is currently being held on a $60,000 bond.
Who's getting on a train with this guy as the conductor? Look at this guy's fucking face. Imagine him pulling up on a tour train. He's like, bing, bing, all aboard. Where are you guys headed? I'll take this thing off the tracks. I don't give a shit. I mean, he looks like the fucking lead singer of Rancid or some shit. I don't fucking... Wild. He picked people up. I want to know everything about those people. Who's just getting on the train? It's some poor sucker who has to go to work. They're like, well, it's either that or I wait for the next one. Oh, the 11 o'clock's driven by a fucking meth head? Great. Now I'm going to be late for work. You think my boss is going to believe that? The 11 o'clock train was... Oh, God.
And it's like a street trolley. It's not like a subway.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, but those are still on tracks.
Are people commuting on these things?
I'm sure. I don't fucking know. I mean, in San Francisco, I'm sure they do, but is it not on a track? This thing's just driving around? I think it's on like an above ground track.
Yeah. I think
it's like a subway. I mean, you see these things. They call it like a trolley or whatever the hell to church it up, but it's an above ground subway. There's still hobos jerking off on there. This isn't,
I don't know.
I think so. I like how he just showed up like this, all frazzled. He's like, I used to work here. You think I can get a little tour? I just want to see a tour. I miss the trains, I miss the smell of the engine.
No, it's a tourist thing.
But he's picking people up.
Yeah, it's like it looks like a hop on, hop
Choo
off.
choo. Oh yeah, that would be tough to commute on. Get out of there with your briefcase. It's like a toy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even have a track. It's just like it's like a fucking lawnmower that tows things around.
It's fucking Key West, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fucking know, dude. It's like a golf cart, essentially.
Yeah, look at this thing. He's driving around with this thing.
He just had the top part though. He just had the front part, right? He just stole the trolley part. There was no someone though was like, it's a little shorter than usual. Where's all the cars? I got a special seat for you, man. Come on in. He's giving a tour. They get off and they don't even know. That man was so nice. He was really informed. He knew everything. I can't believe how much he knew about the area. He's like, over here's where I got my dick sucked by a hooker. Oh yeah, that's Jeff's place. Don't go there. Oh boy. An employee told officers that a man had come into the depot, claimed he used to work for the company, they said. He asked for a tour of the train. He got into one of the vehicles, and then he drove off. That's they can't go that fast, right? The guy could have ran up and caught it, I'm sure. The person, like, if he tried to rob it, I'd be like, you could catch up to it that way. When he was told he was facing charges, he claimed he had just borrowed the trolley, saying he used to work for the company and today's his birthday. I wanted to get back behind the wheel, man. It's like an old fighter pilot who's like, man, they took the planes away from me. I got to get behind one of the yoke of one of those planes again. Is that him? I wonder how fast those things can cook, though.
You think he threw the headset on?
Oh, that's what he probably was talking to. He's probably yelling out to people, hey, giving tours of Key West here. Oh, we'll go see some stuff they don't show you. Golly. It's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday there, Mr. Winslow. Jonathan Winslow, happy birthday, my friend. Mob Squad sent this one in. This is a little less fun. Probably involves meth, though, still. 39-year-old Adam Lopez in Stockton, California. This is right around Mob Squad's neck of the woods. I love when people have local things that happen and they send it on in. This gentleman, 39 years old, was on post-release supervision. He entered a probation department lobby. So, this guy had gotten arrested for something in the past, and now he's on probation. He has to go check in, do the business and everything like that. He decided he was going to enter the probation department lobby with a gas can and a lighter. Now, that's a bad combination. Security confronted him, and then he just left. The situation prompted an officer from the probation department to respond and attempt to detain Lopez. After a struggle, the probation department said the suspect used the gas can and lighter to ignite the fire, burning the officer and part of the vehicle. Other probation officers had responded and were able to extinguish the flames and detain the suspect. That's not gonna help get you out of probation. Maybe if I just light my probation officer on fire, that'll make this sentence go away. Let's see what CBS 13 in Sacramento says about it. I can't wait.
Now at 10:30 from Stockton, where you can see a crowd converging
video
on the victim, hitting him with shirts, blankets, whatever they could to put the fire out and save this probation officer's life.
Wow, what a scene. Your reporter Carmela Karcher was the first reporter at that scene. Carmela, we know a suspect is in custody, but just tell us how this all played out.
Carmela
Exactly
Karcher.
right. Now, I do have an update. The probation officer is working through severe burns. He is expected to be okay, but dozens of police officers are still on scene. They've been there since 2 p.m. this afternoon when they got a call.
When we do this shot, can we film it next to a very loud fountain? I would love, oh my goodness. And make sure we don't have like me properly mic'd up. I'm going to hold it down here. I want a lot of ambiance. Let's make sure the fountain is definitely heard. That's a fountain, right?
It sounds like it, yeah.
Unmistakably a fountain. Okay, go ahead.
About a detainee and that injured probation officer. But now police are trying to piece together exactly why this escalated so quickly.
What are they blurring?
This was the moment probation officer.
The guy on fire.
I don't like that they blur that. They do that. I mean, I've seen them. They show that monk that burns himself all the time on television, The moling himself or whatever.
The primetime news. Your kids could be watching this.
It's the news. I don't know. We're watching people slap a blurry guy with shirts.
Worker.
Stop, drop, and roll, dog.
Moments later, all that remained was a gasoline tank, his torn off clothing, and a burned car.
Stockton Police Dispatch received a call requesting assistance for the San Joaquin County Probation Department officers. And so officers were dispatched to the area of South San Joaquin and East Lafayette to assist those probation officers.
It all started when the 39-year-old suspect
Pause
walked
it. I mean, I don't even have to
probation-
say anything there, right? We're hearing like, ring, 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 ring. Pull him maybe over. It's so easy.
Put a mic on the guy.
They're holding a mic down here. And he's making a statement in a parking garage. I mean, that is where it is. But like, can we go to a less noisy area and do it? I mean, it's just so fucking. I don't understand the logic. But anyhow, the man's on fire. Whoever's filming this, this passerby, it's kind of funny to be, imagine you just, I don't think I would pull out my phone if I walked by a guy on fire.
You think you'd run up and start putting them out?
If there wasn't all those people, I'd be like, they got it. But I would just be like, holy shit. Man, that guy was on fire. And then I'd go about my life. I wouldn't be like, holy shit. Oh my God, let me hurry up here. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not my first. And then people would be like, oh, you should have filmed it. I'd be like, yeah, I guess. Could have played it on the show.
I wouldn't have blurred it. A few blocks from East Lafayette Street. He came into the building with a lighter and a gas tank.
When security did confront that individual did leave that lobby area, but that prompted a response from that probation officers and that department.
The probation officer guiding him away from the building into this parking lot.
When that probation officer and officers contacted that suspect near a vehicle, that suspect produced that lighter and gas can.
The probation officer suffered severe burns to his arm and was taken to UC Davis for treatment. And in terms of the suspect?
And that suspect was taken into custody without further incident.
The back of this car completely burned and unrelated to the suspect or the probation
I knew
officer.
it. I saw the car and I go, that'd be my car. I'll tell you. I go, this poor fucking sucker whose car it is. You come out, your trunk's open, the things like that. It's all burned up. You go, what the fuck happened here? There's a note on the windshield from the cops. Sorry, guy lit your car on fire. We got a police report for you. I mean, I one time I did come out of my apartment and at the time I had a Pontiac Sunfire. It was pretty new. It was like this is in the year 2010 and it was an 05 and it had 1,200 miles on it. It was like pristine. It was some old guy that died and he left it in his garage and I got it. I couldn't believe it. It was like a brand new car. I come out of my apartment in the daytime to go to work. My car is sideways in a ball. Just my car. There's cars in front of it, behind it, fine. My car in a ball. I'm like, oh my God. What the fuck happened to my car? And I go up and there's a note on the windshield from a cop being like, drunk driver hit your car and ran, didn't catch him. No idea. And I go, oh my God. And of course I have liability only insurance. So I wished I was in the car basically when it happened. But this would be me. I'd come out, I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to go home. Oh, what a shitty day. And then you're like, well, my car's fucked up. What the fuck happened to my car? I mean, this is the real victim of the crime here. God, that's fucked. It's poor. I feel bad. The person I feel bad for is not the man who was lit on fire. It's this owner of this car here.
It's some poor schlub that's like visiting his probation officer. He's been on probation for years.
It might not even be a probation person. It's just a city parking garage. He could be just a guy at work.
Yeah.
He could just be a guy. He's like, I got to go to this fucking building today. I'm going to park here. He's like, I got to go park in this shitty garage. Oh, fuck. Well, I'll park on the first floor. People don't fuck with cars on the first floor. It's not that bad. Fuck, dude. God, that's going to stick with me.
There's now looking into how this scene developed.
This is a pretty significant incident, and we're just thankful that it resolved as peacefully as it could.
I almost just choked. Well, we're happy to resolve this. I mean, a guy got lit on fire and another person's car's all fucked up, but that's about as peaceful as it can go, huh? What kind of statement is that?
Back to the fountain.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, she is so pretty, but the fountain, what the fuck? Go ahead.
She's got Airbud in, too.
The suspect was already on post-release community supervision. That is a form of probation. But what we don't know right now is if he was going to the probation department for an appointment or what the relationship was between that probation officer and the suspect himself.
I mean, I don't think he just was walking in there for shits and giggles. I think he was probably a little upset about probation, I would venture to guess. But, you know, what do I know? Next up, I got this email from DP here. It says, "Hey, Josh, longtime listener, first-time Roach reporter. Oh, boy.
Idiot woman.
The
inner city blacks. I don't care about that. Not a fig.
Idiot man.
Oh, boy. DP sending this in. Hey, Josh, longtime listener, first-time Roach reporter. This situation happened at a gas station no less than a quarter mile from my front door. My fiance and I were at the gas station just the night before buying snacks. Stay safe out there. Sincerely, DP." So evidently, sheriff's office deputies responded to a 911 call and arrived to the Shell gas station in Arden, North Carolina. Not to dox old DP here. Around 7 a.m. July 14th, they found Jody Anderson, 55, dead behind the checkout counter. Good God. Deputies later found and detained John Parker Blodgett, 54, at a Walmart, where footage showed him with a bag of money. Blodgett stole about $3,500.
Fucking nasty.
And then the assistant district attorney, Kyle Sherrod, said that Anderson had been Blodgett's manager, but she had fired him several weeks ago. So this is like, you know, a revenge crime here. This is the Shell station that we're looking at.
Yeah, I got a little news clip for you.
Ooh, a little news clip.
Literally a TikTok.
I love a TikTok.
It started Monday morning just before 7 a.m. Sheriff's deputies were called to the Shell along Sweeten Creek Road
for what was reported as a fight in progress.
When deputies arrived, they found something worse than a fight.
They found a woman deceased on scene.
The suspect, John Blodgett, had fled by the time authorities arrived. He wasn't far away.
Our deputies, in their efforts of searching the general area, located a male suspect at Walmart on Airport Road and took him into custody.
Back at the gas station, crime scene unit trucks were on property throughout the morning and into the early afternoon. Authorities say this was an isolated incident. The incident didn't disrupt traffic or anything else in that populated part of Arden. This is the sheriff's office's second homicide so far this year.
Imagine, you know, poor DP and his fiance, if they had just went and gotten snacks the next day, they would have walked in on the lady dead. Would you put the snacks in your pocket at least? Be like, I'm going to call 911, but I'm not paying for these snacks. Get some nerd gummy clusters or whatever the hell they are. Throw them in your pocket. That'd be my luck. I'd show up there and the lady would be behind the counter. I'm such a guilty conscience that I would have been like, I can't just leave with the snacks. I'd put them back or something, or ask the police officer how I should pay. He'd be like, just fucking take the snacks.
You nerd, get out
fucking
of here.
Dork. There's a dead lady over here. Just have your Slim Jim, you fucking dork. We're not worried about it. We'll say the guy did it. Okay, thank you. This thing happened right around where I used to live, this next incident that T-Bone has here. I just wanted to get to the bottom of where this was because I literally used to live like around the corner from here. This happened at roughly 2 a.m. back on July 20th in East Hollywood. A law enforcement source said that Fernando Ramirez, 29, had been removed from a venue, like a nightclub, for disruptive behavior. And he was turned away again after leaving and then coming back. So he gets thrown out. Then he comes back and he's like wearing a different shirt. He's like, what's up? They're like, no, we kicked your ass out of here. Kick rocks, buddy. So then he was visibly upset. He left. He got into his car. And he drove to Vermont and Santa Monica, where he then made a U-turn and drove onto the sidewalk, hitting a taco stand and a valet podium before careening into the crowd. The driver was then pulled out from his vehicle by bystanders, beaten and shot. Wow.
There's footage.
Oh, my God. So hold on. Let me just, because I read this story, but I couldn't figure out. The corner of Vermont and Santa Monica was like right where I used to live. And I do remember I remember like this weird, it wasn't a nightclub. It was like almost like a banquet hall. It's like where people would probably hold teen party or something. It didn't look like a nightclub to me, but
this is the inside.
I've definitely never been inside of it. Show me the outside. The Vermont.
Yeah, it's a club called the Vermont.
Can we see like the facade of the building?
Yeah.
So I can see like I've definitely walked past this thing. I've had to. I lived off of Vermont there, right by old LACC. I feel like it was like across the street from that.
I've driven by it. It's
give me something around it.
Right here. This is
zoom in here.
This is an artist rendering, but that's what it looks like.
Oh, okay. Huh. I'm trying to figure out where that would have been. But boy, oh boy, again, we're talking about my poor luck. I used to walk at this corner every day, multiple times a day.
It shows it. It shows it in the
All right, let's see the video.
Chaos outside a popular East Hollywood nightclub. A man is accused of going on a rampage while behind the wheel, plowing into a crowd of people early this morning.
Yeah, authorities say as many as 30 were hurt, 7 of them critically.
Does this pause? I like how she said, plowing. Plowing into a crowd. Okay, go ahead.
Plowing into a crowd of people early this morning.
Yeah, authorities say as many as 30 were hurt, 7 of them critically. And tonight we're learning the identity of that driver who was shot during the melee. Rachel Menitoff joining us live outside the club tonight.
Hold on one more second. I'm looking at the ticker at the bottom too of this thing. This is just KTLA. And it talked about the couple from Coldplay in the ticker. A meme, basically. A viral video is in... What is that company he worked for? Do you know? Astronomer? I thought it was saying, I'm like, oh, this guy's an astronomer? Oh, it's a nerd.
I think it's a magazine.
So, okay. I feel like this is all about getting the word astronomer into the fucking lexicon.
Or
here.
like a website, it used to
I
be
literally thought this is how fucking dumb I am and how little research I do. Thank God for the Roach Reporters out there because I wouldn't know anything about anything. I thought he was an astronomer. And he was like a astronomer CEO. I'm like, oh, he's like a CEO. He looks at the fucking telescopes and shit, Astronomer. Like stars and shit, right?
Yeah. But I believe...
He's not that.
I believe it's a magazine.
No, yeah. I figured after I found out he was like... he's fired from astronomer.
No. Sorry. I'm wrong. I'm looking it up. Makes software that helps companies implement workflow management technology.
Either way, it's not what I thought.
It's a software guy.
I literally thought astronomer. I'm like, they go, CEO fired from astronomer. I'm like, all the astronomers can just fire this guy?
I was thinking, I was 1 degree separated from you. I was like, it must be a magazine, a publication.
Either way.
But no, it's
what a fucking snooze of a tale of adultery. They're at a Coldplay concert. It's like, ugh, this isn't even like entertaining enough to be in a movie. Do you know what I mean? It's not. Yeah. It's like, two white people are cheating on their spouses. I mean, yeah.
It's literally like data management company, like.
It's the nerdiest story in the history of time between who the people are. They're at a Coldplay concert. I mean, I tweeted, I said, catch me 69 and at the Slipknot concert. That's what I want. That's where my head's at. Maybe I'm desensitized, but I don't find this story to be juicy or salacious. I find it to be run of the mill, and I don't know how it got so incredibly scandalous and popular. But anyhow, let's get back to this guy running people over with his car, huh? This lady's in East Hollywood. Rachel.
Rick, Karine, good evening to you both. Officials who responded to the scene say this could have been a lot worse, and it's very fortunate there were no fatalities. Witnesses described a really scary situation over here. Many people were simply lined up outside of this club, waiting to go inside and enjoy a concert. Now, the Vermont tonight has canceled all of its shows out of respect for the people who were impacted, and it says it wants to reschedule and create a safer and better experience here.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
He just smacked everybody, bro.
Complete chaos after a car careens into a crowd of club-goers in East Hollywood.
And we hear a loud bang, so we all start ducking. We think it's gunshots. We look out the car. We look out the club, and it's a car into the hole right there.
A law enforcement source informs KTLA the man behind the wheel, identified as 29-year-old Fernando Ramirez, had been removed from the Vermont nightclub for being disruptive. Visibly upset, Ramirez allegedly left, got into his car, and drove onto the sidewalk directly in front of the venue.
We have what looks like one single vehicle into a crowd of people.
Authorities believe this was intentional. They don't know, though, whether or not alcohol or drugs.
Oh, I know where this is.
They drove through a.
Yep, there's. I've been to that Arco. You'd see me walking back there for sure. Going to buy cigs.
Yeah, I actually go to the dentist right next door.
Yes,
on the other side.
I mean, if for those of you who remember my back surgery, my doctor that I had to go visit on a daily basis to shave my butthole. He lives right across the street from there. Dr. Zaki. He was the man. He shaved my asshole. I remember him shaving my asshole and me going like, man, I got to get a razor to just shave because it feels nice. That vibration of the zzz, you know what I mean? I'm like, is this guy going to make me fucking cum? Because God. He used to shave my asshole every day. Well, not every day, because you don't need to shave it every day, but I'd have to go in there for asshole shavings. So my ass hair didn't go into my back wound. Isn't that nice?
I got nothing, man. That's great.
That's what I had to do. I had to go to a doctor to do that. A doctor shaved my ass inside. He really got in there, too. It felt great. Taking a shit after that was like, God, what am I, a baby? This is awesome. Anyhow.
I got waxed on tea time.
Your butthole?
Yeah.
And was taking a shit glorious after that?
I want to do it again. I haven't found the time or the place.
I haven't found the time. Well, it's a real to-do. I mean, that's what I said. I got to get I mean, Manscaped at one point was sending me razors galore. I got to get them to send me one extra one so I could use, because I'm not going to be like, using this. I guess I could use it on my balls too. The one, not the, you got to have a single asshole razor, right? You can't mix balls and asshole.
I mean, I mix.
I mean, I mix. I'll tell you this. This is a disgusting story. I've mixed balls and face.
Of course.
I mean, I clean it or whatever, but still, it was there. I don't know if I'd mix asshole and face.
Get up.
It's a little different. It's a little different. It's just different enough.
Well, and then, I guess it's the order, right? You can't go asshole to balls. So you got to go, because like if you go asshole to balls and then you nick yourself, you get an infection.
Right. Well, I mean, you do have to make sure you sanitize between parts. I do between balls too. I feel like
you do one ball and then sanitize.
No. I don't do between the balls. I mean, between balls to face. If I'm shaving, I wouldn't do balls first of all. But second of all, after I'm done, you sanitize it. By that, I mean just wipe it down with some sanitizing things.
You do alcohol, like a little bit.
Yeah, whatever the hell that shit is.
Yeah. I get you. You're clean.
I try my best. Can you believe a girl's gonna sleep in a bed with me?
You're gonna be tossing and turning, brother.
Yeah. Anyhow, this Arco, I used to buy a lot of snacks there. Bought ice cream there once. Go ahead.
Podium, and then through the crowd of people that were waiting to go inside.
Cell phone video shows a sea of people surround the badly damaged sedan. They're seen pulling the driver out of the hatchback and proceed to punch and kick him repeatedly. Investigators say nightclub security tried to intervene at this point. Then someone came from across the street and shot Ramirez in the buttocks. He was taken to the hospital in unknown condition and has since been booked on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon. 23 bystanders were also hospitalized. 7 of those patients were listed in critical condition and 6 in serious. This man says he watched as people ran for their lives.
People everywhere laying down, cautious, people bleeding out and stuff, and we're like, damn, like we're in disbelief because 20 seconds more, that would have been us.
124 firefighters set up triage areas, treating people with broken bones, lacerations, and other injuries consistent with being hit by a car. Meantime, the event space says it's working with law enforcement to ensure the person responsible is held accountable.
Oh my God, that's the guy?
Large crowd,
Can you pause it?
That,
the wild part about it is that somebody shot him and they're like, yeah, that guy, we don't know what happened to him. You know what I mean? The nightclub's like, oh yeah, we're trying to make it a more safe environment. They weren't checking for guns, like normal nightclubs. I feel like they're like, wee, wee, wee. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
There's like a bouncer.
But at this point, it's melee. It's mayhem on the street, right? And
sure.
So there's a crowd of people fucking this guy up. Like pulled him out of the car, mob, beat down style. Your car's right there with your gun in it. You're gonna go get your gun. You're gonna come back and you're gonna shoot this guy in the ass, and then you're gonna dip out.
I thought perhaps at most, if it was not a person in the nightclub already that was just standing outside smoking or what, there's all these people outside who are either going to go in or they're coming out or what have you. That's who we ran into, the crowd outside. So I thought the people that just didn't get hit by the car then went to the car and started beating the shit out of the guy. But also, there's a lot of people. That intersection is right across the street from the metro.
It could have been anybody.
It could have been, and a lot of people could have ran up and taken part. And shot him as well. The guy's just like, man, I've been itching to use my gun. Perfect time. This is justified. And then he bails. Oh my God.
I like this about LA. I've seen this happen a couple other times where somebody, this one time, this lady accidentally hit the gas instead of the brake and drove into this outdoor restaurant and fuck people up. And there's footage of people pulling her out of the car. This lady screaming, fuck her up.
Now, that's one thing if this guy intentionally did this.
Yes.
But there are people who have narcolepsy or something, or they fall asleep at the wheel or they have a heart attack or something. And I watched a woman when I was younger. I was a child. I watched a car careen into the front of the original Pancake House. And it was a woman who had a heart. I watched her come out of the parking lot, go do a loop-de-loop and come back around and fucking take out the whole front facade of this restaurant. It was crazy. And it was just an old lady who had a heart attack.
Yeah,
she was dead before the car hit the fucking...
She's not going to get dragged out of the car, but this guy...
But it would be wild if she did. That'd be insane if they were people... Because people have done that. They run up to a car. We've had stories on this show where people have run up to the car and started beating the shit out of a driver who's done something like that. And the guy's already dead or he was fucked up from medication or something like that. It's just hilarious. You should check and see who the driver is before you fucking... But if they recognize this guy for being an asshole, that was the guy that was an asshole out here.
Well, and he
10 minutes ago,
he ran shit down. He ran through a taco stand. I think that's the one thing we're forgetting.
Look at the look on this fucking guy's face while he's getting the shit kicked out of him too.
He blew through a taco stand and then just rammed through a line of people waiting to get into the club.
That's great. The taco stand thing. That's agreed. You don't do that in this city. They will. They have their own guns, I bet. Look at this fucking guy though. Jesus, this is the type of people you run into at a nightclub. That's the kind of guy you see at a nightclub and you go, this is dark. What am I doing here? What has brought me to this place in my life? I'm at a place where this guy thinks he's going to get laid. What the fuck is going on? I got to get out of here. I got to change some things, man. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's get to a couple sports stories before we wrap things up here. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. All right. Well, last week we talked with Jamar about this guy was the leading story in the sports, and I asked for people to find the victim of Nick Tarnasky. We saw the video of the golfing incident where Nick Tarnasky, former NHL player, pummeled this man. And I wanted to know who this victim was. His name is Trevor Ogilvie. And Lee, before I found this article, Lee actually found the identity of the man, and I reached out to him to no avail. But he was biding his time. He has broken his silence about the incident. And I'm not sure where he's speaking here. Let's see if it says it in this article here. It doesn't say where. I don't know what podcast this was on or what have you, or where he did this, but here he is. What does it say at the top there? Can you read that?
Yeah, there's a little, the golfer who got tossed in the pond during the slow play altercation has released an apology video.
Oh, it was a video that he just put out on his own.
Yes.
Okay, and there's his IG. You did send me that. So he decided, maybe he saw my DM to him and was like, you know what? I got to make a statement here because everyone wants to hear from me.
Well, I found his, so on Spit and Chicklets, I believe that was the page.
Yeah.
They were one of the first ones to post this apology video, and they tagged him in it.
Well, yeah, because it says here via, and it's his account. You got to give credit where it's posted. And Spit and Chicklets could have got in trouble if they had a viral situation, you know, that was from somebody else. They have to attribute where they got it from. So let's see this video of him. I wanted him to come say his piece right here on the air for all of you, but we can play it this way as well.
It's around the goal. I got it on. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Gay. That shit's so gay, dude. I hate that. Yeah, you will probably wonder how I got here. Oh, fuck. All right, let's listen to this chode talk about this. Now I hate him. I wanted him to redeem himself with me. He might do it still, but now just from that little edit, I hate him. Go ahead.
Guys, the guy that got dropped like a bucket of balls in a pond.
Yuck.
Not my finest moment, I know. Looks real bad. Played 36 holes of golf. We drank way too much, and my mouth ran faster than my brain. All jokes aside, guys, I'd like to apologize to all the folks on the course, anyone caught up in it, and anyone who had to deal with me that day. I lost my cool, and I've learned from it. Just one of those days where you should have kept the cart on the path, you know. Stay hydrated, keep your stick on the ice, maybe stick to 18.
This is the most Canadian shit I've ever seen in my life, and maybe that's why he did. Now that I know he's like Canadian also, I kind of understand why I did that cheesy edit in the beginning. Canadians are just fucking, I love you. Because that's what makes me, now I've come back because he's Canadian. You know, he's like, I dropped me like a bucket of balls there, you know? Just dad jokes galore. All right, that was nice. I kind of wish he just did the sincere part out of the gate and been like, listen, you know? Instead of being like, ha, boy, that's me out there getting my butt kicked. Boy, oh boy. I would have been crying on that thing, I'll tell you. I don't know. I would have wanted to go.
Yeah, give it.
Maybe we'll still get him on.
Give us your apology.
I mean, I would have just been like, I'm going to a counselor. I got blackout drunk and talked a lot of shit. I don't even remember it, quite frankly. I saw the video and I was as mortified as all of you. I'm sorry, and you'll never hear from me again. I'm going to go away now. But maybe we'll get him on. Maybe we can still get him on.
I think we can get him on.
I'm going to try my best. Because I have some questions.
Give it some time.
And I think I could help him have a redemption arc more than just this video. Everyone kind of saw this video, and we all knew the situation. We knew this guy was blackout drunk. He's probably not this big of a prick. We said it on the air last time. I said he's going to wake up the next day and go, oh my God, what did I do? I just want to get more details about that feeling because boy, oh boy, have you ever woken up in the morning and maybe you didn't do something as drastic as fight a random former NHL player on a golf course and get your ass absolutely kicked. Maybe it was something minor. You said something weird to a girl. You said something weird to your boss at a work function because you were too drunk. Something like that. You wake up and you're just having this ominous sense of dread that you can't escape because it's something from the past echoing through your brain. That is the moments I'd like to relish in with him when he goes on the fucking program. So we'll see. I'm going to try my best. And then in other news, here in the sports to wrap things up, Tim Tebow and his wife had a baby girl. Guess what? That means Tim Tebow's fucking out there, folks. Tim Tebow has had sex. How many sexes do you think Tim Tebow had before he made a baby? You think he had any that weren't aimed to make a baby? I bet you that's his first sex right there. Made a baby. I'm willing to bet. And I don't know if I've ever told this story, but my old boss, Jim, at the radio station, he was friends with a wide receiver who played with Tim Tebow at Florida. He then became a Buffalo Bills wide receiver. And, you know, Jim would always ask him fun questions like, oh, you know, about Tebow especially, be like, hey, did Tebow ever fuck? Because, you know, he had to have girls around him, right? And this guy goes, can't confirm or deny if he's ever fucked, I don't know, but I'll tell you this. He liked his blowies. Quote. That means
he gave a lot of blowjobs.
He gave? No, he liked getting them.
Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, he's if he was gay, oh my God, he'd be in hell.
My bad.
Gay people go to hell. Tim Tebow is not gay. He hates gay people.
My mistake.
Tim Tebow probably hates gay. What's that famous Kirk Cousins quote? I've been watching that quarterback show on Netflix, and Kirk Cousins, man, I just, you want to hate a dork. You just kind of want to like, oh, this guy sucks. He's like, oh, like Mr. like, oh, prim and proper. But Kirk Cousins is charming as hell, and I love him to death. He had because he loves God and shit too. So like, type in Kirk Cousins gay quote. I forget what he said. It was like, I think it was like, what if you ever found out one of your teammates is gay? He'd be like, hey, not everyone's perfect. Something like that. I can't remember what it was. Okay, read this. I'll read it. From a football standpoint, now this is him asking, like, what if you're confronted with having a gay teammate? He goes, well, from a football standpoint, if the guy can help us win, come help us win. Now, there are a lot of teammates in my locker room right now who may not have a homosexual lifestyle, but they have sins too. They're not perfect. So I don't say they can't help us win. Nobody's perfect. To that degree, we'd welcome him in our locker room and say, come help us win. And hopefully I can love him like Jesus and hopefully show him what it means to follow Jesus. So Kirk Cousins wants to get this guy straight. He's like, he's going to come in and, hey, me and Jesus, we're going to fix you. As long as you can help us win.
He wants to pretty.
I like how he compares. Guys. He goes, hey, some of the black guys in there have done some fucked up shit. They have sins. You know what I mean? It's wild. Oh my God. But Kirk Cousins is the fucking man. Down deep. And when you watch him lose his job on this series, oh, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And he has such a hot wife and a nice, family, and he'll got tons of money. Kirk Cousins made so much money in the NFL, one of the top earners maybe in the history of time through franchise tags, extensions. He has made so much money, he'll be fine forever. But to watch the man who cares so much about football have that job taken away and maybe never get it, and know he may never get it back, is something that, God, I was tearing up like a fucking girl. It was crazy. Oh boy, what a show. I can't believe we did it, folks. I want to go home and shave my asshole. Maybe that'll help me sleep better. Other than that, I hope you go to the website, thejoshpotter.com. Please, go see if your city's on there. And if it's not, join up in the mailing list and tell me where you want me to come. And I'll never email you unless it's to tell you I'm coming to your city. Janesville, Wisconsin's the next place. That's happening in August 15th and 16th.
Yeah.
Yes, I hit it again. I can't believe it. Didn't even realize it. Thanks, Ryman, for the music. JoshPotterShow@gmail.com is where you can send in the music. And you can also send in your Roach reportings. Thank you to all the first-timers out there. They keep coming in. Thank you to Lori Ann. Thank you to T-Bone. Who was the first-timer? Let me see if I can figure it out here. I can find out real quick. Lori Ann, we mentioned. Yes. Oh, DP. Thank you for sending it in. Johnny Moe, OT Jr., Mob Squad. Oh boy. T-Bone, of course. Award winner. DP was the first timer, I do believe. Anyhow, folks, I love you very much. Thanks for being here, and I hope I see you next Wednesday on the old Josh Potter Show.
Coming to you live and direct with the Roach. We shotgun the beers, I got time for a toast. It's the only place I get my sports like for real, son. He taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson.
Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter, keep it frank, kinda like a ballpark. It wasn't nothing talking all that jism. Turns out there's a lot of semen terrorism.
Now it's time we hit 'em. Bringing Votto to the plate. Roachy, awards with Chase O'Donnell the Great. Let me stop for a second, cause it's Ask Marty time. Cause it's idiocy, you know I cannot abide.
Not a fan of these guys, gonna damage the rise. Worse than the host known as the Roach. Leave an idiot woman standing on the side, or looking like she just tripped into remote.
I'ma kill this Henny beat like murder. Been in more studios than most have ever heard of. Pleased to be listening, hit that like and subscribe. So many Bills hats got the mafia vibe.
A lot to describe like a Roach Reporter. Teacher on OF, don't report her. Trying to live life with my mannequin wife and my mannequin kids, if that's my mannequin right.
Been a fan of this guy since the Roach Motel. Couple 100 weeks in, still funny as hell. From the tit cups to back sis and blind eyes, Potter has one of the best shows of all time.
Now watch this drive. Pop a couple tall cans with the Roach King and caught the vibe. Ready to pour more, scurry out the floorboards, hit like, comment, and subscribe.